What's going on, Larry?
Hey Jeff, another day, another project. Let's get this one done. This is it for sure. We figured out where we're going.
So Larry, the last time he took the tie reporter off by accident, didn't know. So I got my dial indicator in here, and I'm gonna try to find top dead center. So just rotate it until it just stops. You can kind of feel it catch it.
Yeah. Let's see. Here, back up a little.
Hang on, just don't move it. This is the problem, is this thing isn't great. Go forward here. Stop. Go back. Like I said, it's real touchy, so you need a better dial indicator, essentially.
On the indicator obviously it's the arm hold is moving.
See what I mean? Like, it's real touchy. It doesn't help you. Come on. Dang it. Here, hang on.
What if you had the support?
Yeah, it's got to be a little tighter.
Yeah.
These things, man, they're real tricky. So it just has this. So this just has to tighten up a little bit, I think. And then, but see, we have the way that I have mine, because like, so I'm just using this, and it's probably like, maybe a bolt would be better. But anyway, you get her in there, you loosen this up, you know, and then anyway, I'm gonna pick a different location. So I'll be right back. You just gotta take a stab at it, and figure out a good location, put your pliers. And then you put this up here and try to get this. I'm going to try to get this as
straighter.
Yeah, like perpendicular as possible.
You're up against the shaft.
Oh,
there you go.
There we go. Yeah, because I can, once I get that. But see, I'd like to see it if I can. We can get up on loud if we need to, but
short people,
you know, just loosen it up. I'm sorry, I'm bad camera guy here. So, may even have to pick another location for this. Alright, we think we got sort of set up. This is what we ended up with. So now turn that flywheel for me. Yeah, just keep turning it clockwise. Alright, slow. Not right there. So there's where we're going to zero it. And it'll probably move because I got this tightened down. Alright, now rotate it around and see if we end up back at 0. So it went up and then it dropped slightly, right? That's our 464 bar.
Yeah.
Alright, stop. We're going to zero that out now. And you're still holding pressure?
Yeah.
Okay. Because if you touch it, it's going to, you know.
Right.
Alright. So now what we got to do is go backwards, right?
Okay.
And there's a mark on our flywheel. If we look over here, it's going to say
The
like...
timing marks are up here. I see them.
And then you're going to see a mark. It's like 0.462 or 0.464. Something like that, right? You see that? Anywhere? Should be like over here.
464 is right here.
Okay. So what we're going to have to do is that's 0.464. So we got to go backwards. This dial indicator is, we have to go backwards 0.464. And then that's how we line up our timing pointer.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
No.
So when we put this all back together,
Your timing mark will line up.
right. So I'm a little premature because I took the top. We don't have the top on.
Right.
We have to put the top back on and all that stuff. But then that's how this timing pointer is going to point at that 464 mark. Not this.
That is the one
It's
up here.
it's on there. Remember the housing?
Right. Yep. On the housing.
And then you know that's how we're gonna have to get that dude lined
Okay.
up. So I'm sorry, we're a little premature because we don't have the housing on, and the housing is what has the timing mark, which is right there. So, all right. So on this, we had a starter. Guess I should go grab it. It's in the shed, and it was working. I don't know. I didn't really complain too much about it. I mean, it was working. But what ended up happening was this thing, it popped right there. And this is the Bendix, of course. And, you know, it goes down and does like that when, but that's a, I guess, they call it counterclockwise rotation or whatever. But generally, you count the teeth on these. So this one has 9 teeth. You can count them if you want.
Yeah.
Here, let me turn this on real quick. So yeah, this thing.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I always count the one with my fingers on, but
Okay.
that's all right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's 9. But whenever I went and looked this up, I'm like, this calls for a 10 tooth. So, like, we put this thing up here the other day
On the flywheel.
on the flywheel. We were looking at it, and like, you know, it's kind of meshes all right,
Kind of.
but it's real sloppy. Like, it's real sloppy. So then I was like, well, what in the world? You know, it's called for 10 tooth. So I went and grabbed an old starter that I had and brought it out here. So like this one, we can just turn it upside down if you want. And we can kind of put it in those grooves and see. It's gonna, the housing's probably a little bit in the way. Maybe. Oh, there we go. We can just do that. We'll have to put the boots on it, but it's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think,
Let's see. I'm not strong enough here. Let's see where you don't go that way. There you go.
So now, and we'll have to kind of roll backwards. You can see like this thing fits the slots way better. I've never seen this, but I guess I'm learning something new here, because I didn't think a 9-tooth could work on a 10-tooth starter, is what I'm getting at. You know, like I didn't know. And I don't know where the starter came from. I don't know if you gave it to me or I bought it. I don't think it was on my invoice. I looked at it.
The motor. That's the original one.
Oh, this is the well, it's not original.
Well, it came with the motor.
Yeah, so somebody put the wrong starter in it, which is probably why it was somewhat hard to start, because it wasn't winding back down like it should. You know, maybe it slowed the RPMs, or it wasn't enough RPMs for that motor. Anyway, I found that really interesting. You know, it's like one thing after another. It's like bad gas, and we got this. I was like, well, how did that work? Anyway, we got to put the starter back on. Alright, we're having a little issue with our linkage.
Okay.
It's not snapping back, and that's our timing advance linkage. So we're kind of working on that right now, trying to get it. Here, you want me to do that side?
It just got too tight.
Oh yeah, it's got a real kind of, no.
Still too tight.
Anyway, he's working on that.
That okay, or?
Yeah, hold this in the air right here. And then I'm gonna see if this moves and snaps back. Seems like it does, doesn't it? Alright, so let's hook up our timing advance lever and see if it. Really gonna have tiny hands. Midgets worked on these ends.
You don't need meat hooks.
I got meat hooks. Well, I'm freaking little, and I've still got like I got little hands, but man, this is ridiculous. And then you gotta like almost contort to try to get your nut off.
Or they
Or
probably
to
have a
get your
special
nut
tool,
on.
special tool that you go to buy at Snap-on. It costs $30 to use it once.
Nah, with Mercury, they just even went past that. They went to like, you can only get the Mercury tool.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
And that's
you
$80.
Yeah, you can't have it unless you get it from your Mercury guy. And then a lot of cases back then, like what they did was like Mercury, like the state, you know, like the dealerships.
Yeah.
They would even sell them to you.
No, they'd probably make the mechanics buy them, or they'd provide them to the mechanics. The mechanics could keep them.
Right. I mean, what's the guy gonna do?
What you looking for?
Oh, I wanted to get a little extension. Sometimes I just go off on a tangent. You know, because that's maybe where it's supposed to be. I don't know. You know what I mean? But then when it snaps back, it should snap back to here.
This is.
So the spring in there, I mean, there's not much to that spring, so either that's wore out. Yeah.
Do they make
I mean, you can find those parts, but they're all used parts.
What about different housing? Like for that other spring you had, that's a thicker spring.
Man, that's a certain design, you know, that's the thing. It's like it wouldn't be right. It wouldn't run right, I don't think. Let me see if I got another one of those with the spring in it. All right, we got our linkage back on. It's kind of, these things are crazy, man. It is moving. Seems weird, like it should move more. And this is not going all the way like this. So, I don't know what to think of this. But, yeah, because if we look at this, this isn't going all the way. I mean, I guess that's the way it's supposed to be. I don't know. Kind of frazzled a little bit. We put it back together, and gosh, what we're gonna do? We're gonna fill up a tub. We check our timing again. So where we were, I guess, was trying to find top dead center, so that we adjust our timing pointer correctly. We're just kind of going back where we were. Did you see it float around or no?
Yeah, it did, but not very much. It's not all the way in.
It's not in right. That's what I mean. I need a better dial indicator. It's kind of one of those things now too that I got this case on here. This. Okay, hang on. We got it around over here. It kind of ends up at that 2000. So we don't want to just mess with the gauge because it kind of. You don't think about it that far. You'll kind of feel it too.
There.
Okay, yeah, so we can see that it's like 2,000 off. So now what we got to do is we just got to back up to 0.464. And the way I'm reading that is this, we got to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 thousandths, right? So go real slow and back up. Hang on. Yeah, just don't ignore that. Keep going. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Should be pretty quick. We'll get up to. Let's see it from up on top.
Yeah, but here, hold on to this. So what we're doing is we're just coming all the way around till we get that makes sense. Sorry. Just where I can get up here and I can look at it. It's just easier. So to me, that's top dead center. That's pretty close to where the mark is, but you did move it, so you know it's a little off. So, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna go backwards now. Show this, and I'm gonna count those little ones, right? So I'm gonna go back. Tell me when I've done 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so then I gotta go 6, 4, so
64.
It'd be actually 40. No, I think we're pretty close to there actually, because we're gonna go 2, so we're going to go 1, 2, 4, 5, right? That would be 6, 2, whoa, right around in there. Ooh, pretty close. So now, let me see this, if you guys look, that's where we got a line. See that 0.464? So we just got to move our timing pointer just a hair. But that's enough that would be like 2 degrees off if we were timing this engine. Alright, you guys can see. I can get this. See, now we're dead on that 0.464. Stuff. They ask you if you're a robot.
Yep.
So I bought this. I thought that was funny. I'm not a robot. Yeah. What's the other one? And then I got this one. Do not pass gas. So I'm going to start sharing a funny shirt on my channel. Yeah. You know, just to keep, you know, the humor going. Yeah. You know, so. We had a video where it was like, we're all hopped up on humor this morning. We were talking about going fishing, and we're like, yeah, we watched a video that was 5 years
yeah,
old. We even threw in the kitchen sink.
Yeah,
it's talking about, yeah, we sawzalled it out. Took it with us.
There you go.
Yeah, we went back. I was watching videos from 5 years ago, and it's the one he's talking about.
See if we got any leaks.
The one he was talking about is the one at Old Hickory. It's the only video I've done on Old Hickory. But it's fun. It's a funny video. Took us all day to figure out how to catch them.
Yeah. I don't see nothing. I don't smell nothing.
Look out now, come on.
Alright, I gotta go eat me some lunch. I'm a little late on the lunch thing.
There it goes.
Oh, damn.
Looks like, huh? Say what? Hopefully one of that old fuel in the lines. I don't
I
think
didn't
so.
see any.
We cleaned it out pretty good, I
Yeah.
thought. key on?
Yep. Should be.
Alright, well. Make sure it's on. Alright. Just make sure it's on. There you go, leave it there. Well, let's see what happened here. Did then.
I turned it. Okay. Went the wrong way.
Oh. Yeah, you'd be starting it, man. See, when it's like right there, it should just fire right up.
I haven't turned nothing off.
Oh, I disconnected.
Then again, this may be something stupid, but maybe it's because we don't have, but we do have the wave washer and that washer correct. Like this isn't tight enough together, but if it was tight, oh, you don't want it to go that way, you want it to go this way. So they go opposite each other then?
No, so this is spring is supposed to pull this. When this goes like this, that spring inside there should pull this forward.
This way or this way?
This way.
Okay, so this should go back like that when the throttle goes back or forward.
When this goes forward, this should go this way.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's why I say the spring in it is worn out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So this is your stop for that timing adjustment I did.
Uh-huh.
So you could maybe try and buy another spring and stick in it. Because at this point, I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. Is that's why it's not. Like it's like this, even though you're doing it like this, it's for some reason it's not pulling this way.
Okay.
Like it's not enough tension. It should be a little more. Like this is pulling it. That's pulling it away.
Right.
But for some reason it's not pulling this way. You know what I mean? Like there's You know, unless I put the spring in the opposite direction now.
No.
I don't. I
Let's
really don't know.
let's order a spring and new washers. So we have.
I'll just send you a link and you can order it.